Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Moin. Good evening, peoples of the internet. Hello, Crispin, Demon Saber, Dan Lee. As we can plainly see, sadly, there's no Jerry to be found today because he needs to work. He needs to create content for us, for our consummation over on Tabletop League. So, I hope you're all having a very nice evening. I hope everything is at the ready. Your painting tools, your drinkings, and whatever topic comes to mind will come to my mind as well. Oh, Demon Sub has been watching the Let's Play of, what's it called again? Last of Us? The weird game that made from a video game about fungi getting all sentient and like. Hello, Ewok Kebab. Good day to you, sir. The can won't open. The can has been opened. Orinoko, welcome. So, I hope everybody, hello Soap, is doing some hobby tonight, or is enjoying themselves in any other way. Cheers to you. So, instead of just going through the usual newslettery things, I want to start off with something positive. I received a Kickstarter. It's not the Battletech Kickstarter, sadly. It's lovely, tasty metal mages. Welcome, Jill. So, let me see. Does this work? Potentially, yes. These lovely fellows here. Let's see. Can I ambigulate you? No tab. Go bigger. Assault Star Rogues and Traitor Space Dwarves. And I really like how Big West is sending these. This is just an old DVD case. And inside, 2 bags of metally miniatures. And I'm very much looking forward to getting those on bases and paint them up. I think I still have the Kickstarter from before then somewhere in the closet. Needs to be painted up as well. Hello, Maldroth, yes. Indeed, Stanley, very old school, but the kicker is this Kickstarter ended at the end of last year, and the timetable told us, yeah, delivery will be February 2025. February. Have you looked at the calendar recently? Big West Miniatures is 2 weeks early, and they still apologize because they could have been potentially even quicker, but the caster got sick. Fucking hell. Oh, I do get that, Iwakaba, but you might want to take a look at what that good guy is sculpting. He has some incredible old-schooly miniatures, not just Warhammer 40,000, but also fantasy-like and classic squids. 48 will the Demon Sub become in February. Well, look forward to that. I'll be turning 50 this year. Oh, fucking hell. So, there's a positive thing about Kickstarters going correctly. In about an hour, I think, there's the weekly Catalyst Game Labs stream, so maybe they will have some news. I highly doubt it, but send them back and demand they get delivered in February. Let me think about that. No. Yes, the very big half century, or as the as you could phrase it, it's two-thirds the way to the to the casket. So yeah, giving roughly 75 being an average age Hello, Zork, you old fuck. I'm guessing there's a lot of us at OTT that get the big five in front of us sooner or later. But yes, that's a very positive thing to start on. And to continue the trend of positivity, 11D1. Yes, Taurus, you'll be 11D1. So, have you noticed? I'm pretty sure that might have been under the radar for some people watching The Weekender. If I got this correctly, this is now a weekly thing? Has Business Daddy said to Warren, here's a voucher for for every week for the foreseeable future? I think that's going to drive views a bit. I guess. Yeah, Danley, that's what I heard as well. That it would be a weekly thing. I'm pretty sure it's a nice thing to have, but then again, it's going to add shipping and taxes for everybody outside the UK. So that sours the pot a bit. But then again, oh, Ewok. Let's say yes. Oh, that's a horrible. Whoa, that's a horrible picture to have on my head now. It's living there rent free. Well, Jill, they are not. They don't need to make prizes, I feel, and it's always. It's a double-edged sword. If you do these kind of competitions, yes, people will come and do clicks and leave a comment, but it's not really interacting. It's artificially blowing up comment section. But then again, if the algorithm demands clicks and interactions, go for it. Make the channel grow and get bigger. I'm not even sure. Does anybody know at what counters currently OTT is? Do we have any numbers? Oh, wrong. Let's go here. Let's see if I can find out on the quick way. On the tabletops, 109,000 subscribers. Let's say they manage to get to 150,000 by the end of the year. Is that a reasonable? I'm not sure they actually did giveaways on XLBS, Stanley, but I might be totally wrong on that. Yeah, views are interesting thing. So metrics on things like YouTube are, I'd say, something like a scientific anomaly on its own. Speaking of big push, that's actually a thing that blew my mind recently. I'm pretty sure some of you know the channel Bolay's Hobby Thingamajig, the lad that does awesome dioramas. He just received a what you call it, a button from YouTube. Was it Bulai? Bolai? I can't remember. Where's my list? There's my list. Boylai Hobby Time. Yes, that's the one. And he got to 1 million subscribers. Now, 1 million subscribers is a fuckload of viewers, and the stuff he turns out is great, so yeah, he totally deserves it. What I didn't know, that bloody channel isn't even 6 years old. He just started the channel shortly before the pandemic hit, so basically he's only a wee bit longer on it than I am. Why the fuck did he get so many views? Because one of his early project went viral on what do you call it, on Reddit. Yeah, Jill, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it, but getting to that number and then seeing what other channels do, like OTT, that have been doing that for years, that's that's something. I mean, the stuff he shows is really awesome, and his latest video is actually a tour of his small studio, and yeah, boy, he's got talent. Good evening, Skyhawk. Yeah, spinning Gandalf, spinning Lord Dooku. Yeah, Jill, that's. I'm pretty sure that there's a point to it, but then again, it still feels a bit off. Oh, Sky, no actual topic. We're just waxing lyrical about different things. I think it helps that Boylai actually did get viral outside of YouTube, because that's what he states in his current video where he thanks for 5 years of hobby time. Yes, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. Tell me that you're an old fart without telling me you're an old fart. So coming back to OTT starting to give out weekly prizes, I do hope that this will push the channel a bit more. Yes, Crispin, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think they just need to inflate the channel. Oh, don't say that, Jill. We're not old, we're just experienced and well-versed in the crafts. Tell you what, if Lloyd actually would build Rome, the internet would collapse. Oh. I don't think that the giveaway would actually result in subscriptions. Is there a way to look it up? I don't think so. I don't think you can actually go behind stages. But be it as it is, I'm hoping this will turn out fine, and people will enjoy their £50 voucher from Wyland. And speaking or staying on the what do you call it, subject of winning stuff, just making sure that everybody of you has gotten the memo. End date for Terrain Fest has been updated. End date is the 31st of January. So a little over 2 weeks to go before Terrain Fest ends. And one voucher is given away to whoever. At this point, I have no clue who's going to get that thing or is even in the running. So get on with it, I guess.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it. Get on with it.
Taurus, I don't think they pushed the date because of Warren. I think it's more to actually get people finish their projects. That is not Warren. I guess I'd say yes. I wouldn't know why. Beware, I'm not any kind officially related to OTT, so I can't tell you for sure. But there's nothing that says you can't use your own made-up stuff. Only you need to do is have it as a project on the site. Just go it and have a go at it. Yeah, Maldroth, I feel the same. What's happening here? Why is my LED flickering? Hello? Oh no? Uh-oh. That's odd. That thing got hot. Really hot. Okay. Technical difficulties. I think this little power bank isn't supposed to get that hot. That's rather unsettling. Yeah, maybe not use that again. Yeah, I think those LEDs have been driven away a bit too fast. Jeebus. Well. Thank God for selfie camera. Hobby Clive is a good one, Demon Sub. I enjoy his content. I even once was a patron of his and won a little giveaway, my own little potentiometer. That came in handy multiple times by now. Yeah, it does. Especially since I removed the little cheapy LEDs. But yeah, I think this little USB supply is only putting out 1 amp, and I think that might be a little bit too weak, hence why it got so hot. The usual Skyhawk. There's well, let's see. There's Battletech, Star Wars Legion, Bot War, Frostgrave, Blood Bowl. That's currently it. Nah, one amp is on such a little. The maximum output is 1 amp, and I think it might be a little bit driving it too up. It's the maximum that comes from there. I'm not sure if the LEDs need more than 1 amp. Yep. Way too hot. So, some news. Just showing this off again because I'm very much interested. No, it shouldn't need 1 amp, but at the same time, I don't know how the LED strip is actually managing voltages, and it's a ready-made LED strip with a soldered-on USB plug, so it might be just that it is okay, but that this little cell isn't powerful enough to keep up with demands, because it was working the first 20 minutes and then it started flickering and this thing got really, really hot. So, Gundam Assemble. I'm looking forward to this, even though I'm almost scared to see if this comes to market in the EU at all. Oh, Deadly, that's... No, that's not suspicious. I mean, it's a very funny incident, but we had the problem the Tuesday before this broke news. So his struggle with British Telecom is real, and it's still not resolved. So yeah. Best of luck to you. A 100% Demon's Up. If it's Gundam, blame John all day long. I'm really looking forward to some of those models. And when they talked about it on the show, and they talked about, what's it called? The Ball? I think it was the Ball. I had to look at the model that it referred to, and I love it. Let's see. Bandai announces new game. Was it called The Ball? Yeah, The Ball. Let's go and... Not sure if you have looked that up, but... That's... That's funny as fuck. I mean, this speaks to me 2001 meets Mecha. So, yeah, I need that. Also looks like the weird robot voice from Portal 2. It's an wannabe urban mech. Yeah, it doesn't even have legs. Yeah, I was wondering why they didn't. I mean, just look at that. It's so cute. And you can actually make real nice dioramas with it. So you're saying Justin is Gundam adverse? This thing, like it's sitting there, it reminds me of Captain Future, the old sci-fi anime. I find it hilarious then when Ben, John, and Justin were on screen just going, yeah, we're totally not here because sick people and internet broke on other people's behalves. So this is going to be, I think, an interesting one if it arrives. I'm completely uncertain on what pricing will be. I'm hoping they will stick to the plastic formula they've done with the regular kits. So tiny plastic, tiny price. Good night, Dutch. Sleep well in your Bettgestell. But we will see. Other interesting news from this week was this one. I mean, okay, there had been leaks, I think, at the beginning of December about John Blanche paint sets coming up. And I'm not sure how to feel about those. Yes, Demon Sub, I'm not sure if John made that comment as a joke or if there is actually some truth to it, but from the kits I've seen, it actually makes sense that less plastic is in your Gundam kit, the lower the price. It's yeah, I think it's a interesting marketing idea. I think it's somehow a wee bit strange that the paint set carries the name of someone who's being referenced to as the one of the most influential people on the art of Warhammer 40,000, and the paint set is not made by Games Workshop. Which is, yeah, something. And to be fair, price-wise, they're okay. You don't save a lot of things, but at the same time you get an art print and a brush. And the paints themselves, if they're the same quality as the war paints that I've already tested, then they're quite good. Oh yes, Maldroth, I've read that too. John Kovalik, creator of Dark Towers, shared that on Face page. So there's a potential downslide for retail comics in the foreseeable future. Ah, so you think there's some kind of collusion there, Orinoco? Old Games Workshop guard getting together to stick it to Games Workshop and say, fuck you? And I don't need those paint sets, but at the same time, I can totally see if someone gets into the hobby and is just totally into how John Blanche does his painting, to just grab this paint set and run with it. I wouldn't blame anybody for doing so. No, Jed, you might not get into the hobby and know who John Blanche is, but come to think of it, if you're looking at, let's say you pick up a random book, a codex from way back when, you just flip through it and you stumble across John Blanche's artwork, people will tell you who he is, and you might just be tempted to go that way. I'm strictly speaking about people actually looking for the art and not particularly for the gaming side of things. I'm pretty sure that any 12, 13-year-old getting into Warhammer just wanting to push around some space marines killing space orcs is even going to care who John Blanche is. Unless he has a patron or a mentor who's teaching him how to play, who actually is into it. But if you're wanting to recreate that style, I think these paint sets are a good jumping off point. And just for the sheer value, it's, yeah, you get your 10 paints and be happy with them. Yeah, it could be a good hobby gift for someone. Or maybe somebody who wants to go back into the hobby. Or a complete ironic thing, if somebody actually wanted to make a project, John Blanche style, and go, yeah, I don't want to take my vibrant colors, I need something more saturated. Jill, if I remember correctly, pre-order prices are 40 euros for the set, so roughly 4 quid for one of the paint pots. That's a bit more than the separated paints is of, I think. Let's see, I think there's a pre-order link here somewhere, potentially. Oh yeah, 41.99, including a brush. So yes, it's, and this is Army Painter's pricing, so I'm guessing street price will be more around the 35 euro potentially. Let's see, are they available at my friendly? Yeah, so retail is a lot cheaper. 35.69. And the brush. Don't forget the brush, Jill. Oh, and as per usual, the agitating balls included. Yeah, Demon's Up, but also back then, miniatures were way less expensive. And while we're on the subject of spending money, do you remember that project that we had been showing off here with the, what's it called? Gladiators? Yeah, they actually now do a Kickstarter. Blood on the Sands. The only thing that's keeping my interest at bay at this point is it's from Australia, so let's see how distribution goes, what plans they have for getting stuff outside Australia. It could be a very interesting alternative to people who like to play things like Blood Bowl. And since they've partnered with Wargames Atlantic, we might be in luck and they might have a EU-based distributor. But yeah, that will launch in February. Well, I'm pretty sure if Wargames Atlantic is making those minis, they will be available separately. I would bet my butt on that. This is definitely is on my watch list, so depending on how they will actually do distribution worldwide and how much the actual pledge will be, I might just jump in. Even though I don't need another army, but technically that's not an army. Does this thing count as a board game? Because technically it's got a limited board game. Yeah, Jill, waiting for that to happen is always the better option. But then again, if nobody funds the Kickstarter, the game isn't going anywhere. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised, Demon's Up, if somebody took that as a starting point to do some really weird builds. Has anybody of you looked at the rule set? I think those were available as quasi PDF betas previously. I'm not sure. If only memory would be better at this point. Yeah, that set is really an interesting one. And given the expertise that Wargames Atlantic has in regards of doing nice miniatures, I think those will be very interesting. Is there any more pictures on the homepage? Follow us on the Facebooks. Follow us on the Kickstarter. 795 followers. You lot might want to go there. Just in case. Yes. I mean, as we have said or seen in the project that's accompanying this, they did quite extensive community testing. Let me see if I can find the project. Let's move projects. Search the projects. Just let's search for blood. Would have thought that giving a news article with a project that has been shown in the project system, OTT would have put in a link to said project. It's, if I recall correctly, it's a circular play gaming board that's containing hexes. Oh, see, actually found it. Let me go here. Let me show you this. Ta-da! Blood on the Chance. There's the Kickstarter announcement, and there's the building part of that. I mean, just look at that. That's a very nice looking set for a demo table. Let's see. I take this link and plonk it down there. And at the same time, let's take a look on the face page. Do we have interesting pictures here? See pictures. Yeah, this is looking better by the minute. Oh, this is even better. Look, there's the arena. Cards, tokens, warrior places, a quick reference guide. I love games that come with a quick reference guide. Yeah, it remains to be seen on what the pricing will be. Interesting nonetheless. When people have too much time on their hand. Speaking of too much time, how's everybody going on with their hobby? Have you achieved progress, Shortbread Arena? Yes, Shortbread Arena, that's a dwarven fighting bread. But I really don't understand why they didn't include the project link into the article. Seems odd. Oh, Crispin, good luck on your RC car. Well done, you. Still trying to finish all your projects. I had a little... what do you call it? I scared myself. I did take a look on how many projects I have on OTT, and I don't know where they all came from and why they're still there. Why didn't anybody stop me doing all those projects? Oh, you're selling off your rest of your 40k stuff, Demon Sub. I'm guessing that's one. Crispin, how can you say that? We lose ourselves to weird stuff all the time. And why is OTT not working now? Show my death counter. Way too many. Way too many. I is lost in projects. Where is Darius? Let's go here. 74 projects. For fuck's sake. That's way too many. Where did you learn that, Demon Sub, and what is that good for? Time hold in Japanese is time hold. And hold up, is the counter number of projects below your username only the active amount? Oh, fuck. I hope not. So this is... how many is these? No, it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's 30 active projects. Fucking hell. And out of these... 1, 2, 3, 4... 4 are still private. 1 doesn't count. That was just a test. And... no, actually 2 were tests. So 2 private things that haven't come together as I planned. And why is time running so fast? Oh, that's why I love you a lot, Orinoco. Plenty of choice for Spring Clean Challenge. Tell you what, by the rate this is going, my Brock for terrain test is just going straight into Spring Clean Challenge. See, Danley, the thing is, I can't show you other people's private projects because I'm not an admin on that site. And since I'm doing the streaming and the screen sharing, I'm not sure Jory would actually set up his own streaming stuff. Most are finished or cancelled or on hold. Let's see. Completed. How many does that come up with? Oh, wake me when the homepage has loaded. It's the alignment of the planet. Soon there's no future. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Fucking hell. "45 finished projects. When did that happen? Jeebus. Well, something had been done, obviously. Or I just clicked finished for the sake of it. I have 5 cancelled projects, and do I have any on hold? Yes, 1. Why do I have one on hold? What's it about? Maybe this needs to be refreshed. No, maybe, perhaps, eventually. Oh, now I remember. Oh, yeah, that's definitely one for... Ooh. Maybe. Tomb Raider will save us. No. She won't. Let's see. Oh, just in the silly case that Sir Spamalot, aka Pete, is watching. There's the little tool. It's very silent. Very powerful. It's very fun to use. So your mileage may vary. In case you're wondering, Pete asked in Discord today about that tool. Though I almost forgot that it's called the WoW stick. And then I remembered. After I googled. Yeah, I love that little thing too. It's very handy if you have to drill into metal with a little more straight line than I could be asked doing manually. Yes, Demon Sound, the first day you're actually going, oh, what can I drill? Let me say you, the self-healing cutting mat isn't healing at that point anymore. And if there's ever a project where I need to go multiple holes in a short amount of time, that'll be very useful for that. I actually used a drill bit that's now sitting inside there that's permanently mounted. That's the same diameter than my as my paper clips, so I don't have to switch drill bits, because the manual drill I have is still set on a larger diameter to make bigger holes, essentially, for some bigger barrels. Oh, and for some of you who might have not noticed, the YouTube channel is at 399 subscribers, while we're talking about YouTube subscribers earlier in the video. I'm quite happy with that. I'd like to be at 500 at the end of the year. For some odd reason, I like those numbers. Let's see if we can make that happen. I'm not pledging to do any more videos or interesting stuff than I am already, so maybe when Tactica comes around at the end of February, maybe then I'll get a little push again, because last year's Tactica video went very well. Funny you would say that, Orinoco. I might have things lined up. I can't tell you about now. So I have some ideas. My main problem is actually finding time to do them, because I am full-time self-employed. So having actually a quiet minute to myself to do these things and to cut them and to edit and stuff, it's time-consuming. Even though I don't do very much effort in that regards, so nah, I won't kill you. I will put you on the list. Nah, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. Oh, would I? So, any more news? Anybody wants to talk about stuff? How many shops do I support? In regards of hobby, currently only one, because my local shop has been gone for some time now. Oh, ITs. I'm not sure. Shop would be the correct terminology. I do tech support on site for companies with a bigger IT, so I'm enough to have a 50-hour week work week. Though it's yeah, I'm also a very lazy bastard when it comes to doing stuff, and I'm putting my family first, so when I'm getting home, family is the first thing that happens, and everything after 8 p.m. is hobby time and video time. Yes, Christian, basically that's. I'm not only doing the panic mode, but also consulting on what new hardware to get, how to maintain your systems, when news breaks about certain security vulnerabilities, I make sure that all the systems are patched. If somebody breaks their PC, I'm getting them back on the feed. Yep, I'm a solo fighting person. That's why I'm having just. Yeah, if I. Now, just the thing is, the moment I start to employ people, I need to pay them. And I need to have an office so that they can sit somewhere. And that all ramps up the costs. And there's, in my area here, there's no benefit to that. It's just the area here is too. There's not enough businesses to go around for so much people doing it freelance style. Well, basically, I need to save up some money. And funny thing is, if you have good customers, you can make them have a, what do you call it? Basically, they pay you a maintenance fee, quote unquote, monthly. So there is always income in case there's an emergency they call. So when actually stuff happens, and since my wife also has her job and needs to plan her vacation, we need to juggle that a bit. Yes, basically protection money. You give me money, and I'm making sure that no bad guy comes inside and smashes your servers. Yeah, it's. I have been contemplating about looking for a permanent employment because there are enough companies around here that would like to employ people with experience. Um, but at the same time, I'd be giving up a hell of a lot of freedom. Two flower, yeah. Insurance. Same Crispin. Mel has been awfully quiet since his last call for help and the following "Thanks, I'm all good now" video. Since then, radio silence struck. And I'm not sure if that's a good sign or a bad sign. Because let's face it, the last few times he tried to get back up again, he wasn't ready, and that just made it worse. Mel posted on Facebook. Uh, did he tell you? Did he tell anything specific, Demon Sub? He's in the workshop and the water was frozen. Oh, grand. Yeah, that's not nice. I wonder why I didn't see that. Did he post that on his private page or did he post that in one of his groups? Main page. Why didn't I see that? Let me see if I can. Where is it? What? Terrain tutor terrain X. Oh, I hate that groups are always sorted by weird stuff and not new first. But then again, I really not that often on Facebook again. It's just, yeah. Yeah, Crispin, I get what you're saying, and I wouldn't want to give up my self-employment if I really had to, but at the same time, he has ups and downs. That's not funny anymore. Oh yeah, I see. New year, new back in the studio for 2025. Well, hopefully there will be stuff coming on then. Last video is over a month ago. I mean, when I started getting into the hobby way back when, his videos, along with Dr. Faust's painting clinic, were one of the first that got me going and set me on track again. The terrain book is very good, Mr. Crispin, so I can highly recommend that. It's living on top of my shelf. And if it's now falling on my head, I can blame nobody but myself. Oh. Holy hell. There it is! The terrain essentials! Including the thank you note. And including his autograph. I totally get that, Crispin. And I feel nobody can actually can be blamed to not just give stuff away. This is not working. Fuck. This happens when you start picking stuff from the shelf. I mean, I was a Patreon supporter of his until that time when I couldn't be doing that for most things and still call myself financially responsible. So I had to cut all my patronages. No, I haven't. I have still a very grand idea for what to do with the miniature because he has these toe hats. Basically, what I was going to do is make him. You know what? Let me show you. I try to find that picture that I have in my head for that. Where is it? Hold on a sec. Let's go with... There's so many versions of this. Let's go with this. It's not exactly the one I had in mind, but this will do. So I'm going to make Mel the little prince of the little prince and put him on a small planet. At least that's my idea. And I'm going to make his alternative head that they've supplied, because the miniature comes with two heads. One has his silly head. Is going to be a painting servo. And I actually, when that Kickstarter was fulfilled and I got them, I actually had the fortune at that very point in time to have a little ball that would fit the project nicely. Still haven't gotten around to do it. And he's not the only hobby creator I have a miniature from. I also have where am I? There am I. Oh no, that's the wrong miniature. I can't see. Eye is blind. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. This is a German YouTuber you can't really see because fuck all. Who's doing Bier und Brezel tabletop. And I'm pretty sure there's a third one somewhere in my cupboard sitting, also waiting to be painted. So I'm having a small collection of hobby creators. I wish I had more space to actually have nice displays for all the miniatures that are just sitting on top of there. And I'm not going to pull out the webcam and show you the shelf, because that will make you all seasick. Plus, it might reveal some horrible truths about me. And yes, Crispin, I'm glad he's okay too. Let's hope he stays that way and actually can manage to get his hobby mojo back and be back on track. Do you remember that nice map build he did? Lloyd's camera work was nightmare-inducing. Not as bad as Shay's vertical filming. Shay, if you're listening, yeah, you can turn your bloody phone. Fucking hell. And it's even worse when people say, yeah, we told him not to do that. Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay. So, kids these days, yeah. With their ones and zeros and not painting their grey miniatures. What about American Civil War, Shay? What about it? Have you painted them? No, why not? It never gets old. It really doesn't. It never gets old to talk shit about other people. I'm a horrible person. I do apologize. I don't. Oh, one last thing. I got my new NAF tokens. Even more Blood Bowl dice. I'm not sure how many I've got by now, but it's a lot, I guess. Oh, let me clean up shop here. I think I need to. Where do I get this? Does it work? No, it does not. Again. We'll do the listen later. Yeah. Paint in Rome. I'm guessing we'll never see what Lloyd has been done to Rome. And that might be partially just, excuse me, due to the fact that Jerry hasn't gotten Rome to Lloyd. Maybe that would be a good start. Just saying. See, Blood on the Sands Kickstarter link, the project link. Is there any more we need to put in? That's a past one. I think the rest. The rest could stay. I don't need that many links. I think. I feel. But what has Lloyd ever done for us? I'm not sure if she knew what she was talking about at that point or Noko, and maybe Jerry, out of spite, just said no, Lloyd needs to build it. I feel that that's something like a Halloween episode coming up. Jerry getting his Rome stuff, putting it into the shed of Lloyd, and then when Lloyd is going into his shed, just tying the doors shut and telling him to not come out before Rome is built. But I need to pee. Build my Rome. I mean, how long can it take? Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, but I shouldn't be so harsh on Lloyd with the amount of stuff I still have to do. Oh, but I did the most German thing for hobby preparation for this year. I got myself some boxes. Because if you move your unfinished stuff into boxes, it's basically finished, kind of. I think. Maybe. That's how it works, doesn't it? So get yourself some boxes, put your stuff into the boxes, stack the boxes somewhere, and just forget. Also, do not forget to label your boxes. Because even see-through boxes can be very deceiving on what the contents is. And that actually brings me back to the OTT project system, because has anybody of you ever used the feature of the QR code? I sure haven't. I like the idea, and I see where that idea sprung from. I'm pretty sure nobody ever used that. I never even checked if the QR codes actually work correctly. Now to come to think of it. Huh. Let me see. Project. Just yes, soap, exactly. Hello, James Knutz. Let's see. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, don't everybody. This is annoying. I thought I'd see QR codes for every project, but it looks like you only get QR codes for your own projects? Question mark? Or did they shut that off, that feature? Nope. There's a QR code. Let me see. Does it even work? Picture to picture. Nope, does work. Well, that's odd. Yeah, Jill, I think the let me rephrase that. Brain's getting mushy. It's been a long day. I think using these QR codes or your stuff showing off at tables is a nice thing, but let's face it, if you actually have done a big project, I'm guessing most of us will have multiple sites where to put them, and maybe not just use them on Beast of War, OTT. Good night, Demons Up. But I can see them work as a kind of organization for, yeah, basically a stack of boxes to see what's in them. Oh, and James, thanks for the 21st subscription. Is that a real number? I think so. Why? Gremlins. Need to source that video again. Oh, speaking of gremlins, where's my thingamajig? Has anybody kept an eye on what bloody Catalyst has done so far? Did they talk about anything Battletech related yet? Fucking hell, they announced another Kickstarter. They got to be shitting me. I can't just... it's just... no, let me correct myself on that. 2 Kickstarters. They announced Pathfinder Runefire launching soon. And they announced The Lock, Path Wars miniatures game launching sometime. Why? I mean, I guess I know why, because monies. At this point, I'm actually... Gah. I don't even know how to react to that anymore. Let's... let me collect myself. Let's go to Kickstarter. And let's go to view my projects. And there's my Battletech Mercenaries. So Catalyst has so far been creating 14 Kickstarters, according to Kickstarter themselves. Voltron, Shadowrun Takedown, Battletech Mercenaries, Leviathans, Shadowrun Edge Zone. So since Clan Invasion, there have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Kickstarters. So one of those they posted links to in the YouTube stream chat I just saw was a launching soon, and the other one was just a parking page. So I'm guessing those are under review by Kickstarter. But then again, the Mercenaries Kickstarter went to the top 20 highest funded Kickstarters ever, so Catalyst Game Labs is making Kickstarter a fuck ton of money. They might just be letting them run with it. Clan Invasion is incomplete? You sure about that? Well, at least I got my stuff, so... Voltron... $139,000 from a $25,000 goal. Last update from yesterday. Yeah, but it's... What does go on in the minds of a company jumping from one project to the next without even having finished the first one for 99% of the backers. I just don't get it. But how's that possible, Jill? That's what baffles the mind. They have a Kickstarter like Mercenaries that is so successful that they shouldn't be in any monetary troubles. Even if with added tariffs and whatnots. I feel they're just bad at doing business at this point. Bad at calculating what actually comes after a Kickstarter. At this point, I actually feel sympathy for crowdfunding projects like Star Citizen, because there are actually teams being paid. People living off that money making that game, or more or less pretending to do so. It's a sad affair. I mean, other companies have paid for licenses as well and still are not doing stupid stunts like this. Look at Modifius. Modifius has what now? Dune? What's it called? Skyrim? Fallout? Star Trek? And they don't push a Kickstarter after the other. No, Zorg, I think that's a misconception. Kickstarter was meant to get stuff off the ground, regardless of scale. But what happens is people start using it as a glorified pre-order system. And if a project is either too successful or they set the funding goal too low, shit hits the fan. But at least they learn from that experience. And killing games, let's face it, there's the website for judging other people's paint jobs that does this all the time, and people still push money that direction for whatever reason. I mean, but if you might love them or hate them, but they have started being a staple company. And what irritates me the most about Catalyst, especially the BattleTech Kickstarter, is they did Clan Invasion. Clan Invasion went bonkers, and people were happy, and stuff got sent out. I got my stuff. Yeah, it took some time, but overall, it was okay, because they got surprised about how well it got. Yeah, everybody knew this is going to take longer, because all of a sudden production needs to be ramped up to 11. With Mercenaries, they should have been expecting such things. Yes, I'm having pulse again. Fucking hell. Let's see how long that will take before. I'm not going to say how long it takes until Catalyst has finished the Kickstarter Mercenaries, but how long it takes till I got my stuff. No, they don't. I do remember there was videos for the Clan Invasion Kickstarter way back when, where they showed off manufacturing. Cue the beeping watch. The machine that goes ping. Yeah, I'm pretty confident in saying I'm not going to back Catalyst Game Labs in its current iteration anymore. But that also counts for every Kickstarter and crowdfunding that's potentially involving tariffs and import fees and unpredictable shipping costs. I'm fed up with it. I'll still do small companies like Bequest because they haven't let me down. Or Fugu, yes. Or Mork Miniatures, though they have been silent for some time now. Let me just look at how many of the... Where is it? Star Rogues. Bequest Miniatures has done 5 Kickstarters so far. And I've been part of at least 2 of them. If not more. Let's check. One, 2, 3. Yeah. So out of 5 Kickstarters Jonas created for Bequest Miniatures, I've backed 4. And all of them arrived before the designated time. Yes, Maldroth, that's the one exception I will make for stuff outside of the EU if it's digital only, like a video game. Or just a rule set that will have no physical release. But anything that's involving sending stuff through mail, crossing borders, nah. Not doing those anymore. And I'm not even being burned that often. Let me take a look, see at my projects. I have pledged to 88 projects so far. And if we ignore the current mercenaries, let's see, is there anything that didn't come my way? Got those. So there has been one hobby-related project from 2017, Saga World Builder, which was basically white dungeon tiles you could write with dry marker on. That never came to fruition. That I got refunded years later. There was a video game called Star Saber, a Saber Rider, the Star Sheriff, which somehow never got finished. And another video game, Power Drive 2000. Those are the only two projects that never went anywhere. Everything else has been fulfilled. So 85 from 88 is quite a good quota, I feel. But yeah, I could be moaning about BattleTech now for hours on end. It wouldn't change a thing. Of course that's possible, Zorg. If you have miniatures sitting unpainted, you just don't paint them. So you will always have unpainted miniatures. That's how it works, I think. You just look at the mountain of grey plastic and silvery metals and whatever, and just go, yep, that's my mountain of unpainted stuff, and I'm not touching that, and I don't need to add to that. What about bot 4, Mr. Zorg? Still needs to be painted. Also, still need to make a new set of transportation stuff for my Star Wars Legion stuff. Because I'm lacking space. Lack in space. Okay, I'm getting silly. I'm getting tired and can's empty. I thank you all for sticking with me tonight for the ramblings of an old fart. Hope to see you again next week. I really hope Jerry will be back and hasn't killed anybody at British Telecom. You stay safe out there. You keep your hobby mojo going, and we will read each other somewhere. And yes, do have a great week, and do not try to freeze to death or something. I have an end button here somewhere. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Bye.